If you didn't know, you're about to know. So y'all remember this guy? Everybody knew Christopher Reeve as Superman. He could fly, he could stop bullets, he could save the world. But on May 27, 1995, his real life changed in less than 2 seconds. Christopher wasn't on movie set that day. He was doing something he genuinely loved. He was competing in a horseback riding competition in Virginia. Everything looked normal. He was guiding his horse toward a jump that he had cleared many times before. The crowd watched quietly and nothing seemed out of the ordinary. He was galloping towards the jump, and at the very last second, suddenly the horse stopped. The momentum launched Chris over the horse's head, and Chris went flying. And when he landed head first. The impact from the force was so hard that he shattered the top 2 vertebrae in his back. And then the crowd went completely silent. People rushed towards him, but Christopher couldn't move. He couldn't even breathe. Paramedics arrived within minutes and then realized the injury was so severe that his lungs had stopped working. They had to keep him alive before they could even think about getting him to the hospital. But the doctors, they wasn't sure he would survive. When Christopher finally woke up, they gave him the devastating news. He was paralyzed from the neck down and that he would never walk again. He needed a ventilator just to breathe. Think about that for a second. The man the entire world knew as Superman could no longer scratch his own face, hug his wife, or pick up his children. For a while, Christopher fell into deep depression. He even told his wife Dana that she would be better off if she let him go. But she leaned over and she told him something he would never forget. She said, "You're still you, and I love you." And those words changed everything. Instead of disappearing from the public eye, Christopher decided he was gonna fight, not just for himself, but for the millions of people living with spinal cord injuries. So Chris started doing research, he raised millions of dollars, testified before Congress, and became one of the most recognizable advocates for paralysis research in the world. He never regained his ability to walk again, but he gave hope to the people who thought hope was gone. And in 2004, Christopher Reeve died at the age 52. Ironically, the man famous for playing the world's strongest superhero ended up showing the world what real strength actually looked like. Not flying, not lifting cars, but refusing to give up after his life changed forever in the blink of an eye. And if you didn't know, now you know.